Brooks Stadium in Conway, South Carolina would appear to be a far cry from the classics, but Chaucer would be very proud of the fight that his Chanticleers will bring to the teal. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the James Madison Dukes, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Chanticleers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. All right, guys, let's look big picture at James Madison. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Keeps looking downfield. Got out of trouble, throws. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Moving out of the pocket. Wide open downfield. Turning it on. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Dukes are moving quickly down the field. On the option. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Makes the grab. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm. and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, James Madison.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. From the gun, running back gets the give. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
On the run, it's Simpkins. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Love to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Shows him the stiff arm.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The play action fake. Bring in the heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Barber. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
The Chanticleers are marching down the field. Going to the running game. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coastal Carolina, 0.
So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Here's the handoff. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And nice job by the defense. Understanding 2nd and short, they're playing run. You can see super physical, now forcing the 3rd down and short.
And the Chanticleers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Ringo. Lasso.
Motion from the wide receiver. They want to run this quarterback. The Chanticleers get it past the sticks.
And that's another Chanticleer.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Jackrabbit.
Running back searching for a hole. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He wants to change this route. Off the play fake. Got it on the outside. It's Tucker. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it. You practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
4th down coming up.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit.
On the field goal.
Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards of field position. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Barnett. Throwing right. Got his man. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Hit as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
From the gun, the ground game. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Dukes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boy, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Chanticleers want to crank the tempo. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down.
Reload.
On the run, it's Simpkins. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
Man, I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. It didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Buying some time. Snags it down the right side. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Got it in the middle, it's Alston. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Dukes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quarterback extends the play. Got some room, headed to the goal line. It's a fumble on the play. And the ball bounces out of bounds in the end zone. It is a turnover and a touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Back to throw, it's Barber. It's complete. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback.
Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The shot that clears have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the shot to clear is trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. A run for the quarterback. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Coastal!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Signals for a fair catch around the 5-yard line, hauls it in. He's backed up deep in his own territory. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. These corners backing off a bit. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Extending the play. And he'll just get rid of that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Throws for the tight end. It's caught. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. On the move at the 30. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And that was awesome by the offense. Good completion, great awareness by the receiver getting out of bounds. If you're on offense now, jog off the field, get the field goal kicker out there. You're going to steal 3 points at the end of the half.
The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Not a chance. Missed it. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit, still a 10-point game. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Got the first down and more. At midfield, he's got room. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.